we continue to follow reports of storm damage around the area. This is just in from Washington County, a picture of a tree that is down. That storm that blew through there knocked down this tree at the Quicksilver Golf Course.
We have reports of other power lines down some places, a transformer down. Ralph Ionati reported from Beck's Run Road where that has been flooded. We had a picture Ray supplied to us from Kennywood, where the tunnel there was flooded. A lot of water.
Yeah, a family friend sent that one in, and we just got in a new severe thunderstorm warning. This is actually one of the rare ones that's north of Pittsburgh right now, Newcastle area, Lawrence County, and this is in effect up until 7 o'clock tonight. It's a slow mover, so this storm's near Newcastle, has some large hail, and it's going to impact spots like Oakwood up there, Wampum, New Beaver, Elwood City, Newcastle, of course, Bessemer, and areas up there in Lawrence County. So this slow-moving storm, and you could see where the hail is. See that purple with that little black? Usually you don't see a lot of black showing up on the radar, but this would be an indication of where we might be seeing some hail actually coming down. This is right near North Beaver, coming out of New Middletown, and this is where we have that potential for hail and, of course, the strong winds that come with this particular storm that could get in excess of 60 miles per hour. Now, we're not seeing all these storms produce these gusty winds, but, of course, we just showed you some damage and got reports of damage of trees down because some of these storms do get gusty. This is one of them, and again, that severe thunderstorm warning for Lawrence County in effect until 7 p.m. tonight. Now, we have these storms that have been rumbling through Pittsburgh, and just look how slow they've been moving over the past 2 hours, and that's one of the problems we have. They're producing a lot of rain and not moving very quickly, so that rain gets to sit and fall in the same place for quite a period of time, and that's what's leading to some of the isolated flooding that we have around the area. Now, Greensburg, light rain as you go out towards Ligonier, up into the ridges. This is where we see some of the heavier rain. Also south of Mount Pleasant, Centerville, Ross River, California, Pennsylvania, getting some of that heavier rain. Then, of course, we have this severe thunderstorm warning for parts of Indiana County. This still is producing some very heavy rain, possibly some small hail from Indiana up to the northern parts of Indiana County. We're getting a little sunbeam here in Pittsburgh right now. Temperatures are starting to tick back upward, 72 right now, and the dew points are starting to tick back upward, so we're going to get that muggy feel back real soon here in Pittsburgh. 72, one of the cooler numbers we have, and where we have that rain-cooled air, temperatures are down into the lower to mid-70s. Outside of that, we have temperatures closer to 80 like Clarion, 88 degrees in Morgantown, Waynesburg 85, and it's downright muggy in these locations. So these showers and storms continue to move through. This will be the case over the next couple of hours, and once that sun goes down, we'll see the showers and thunderstorms basically disappear as quickly as they popped up. Now at 10 p.m. we're expecting that to be the case, and overnight fairly quiet conditions, and because of the rain we could have some areas of fog trying to develop, especially with the calmer winds we're expecting. Into tomorrow afternoon, same deal. Pop-up showers and thunderstorms cannot be ruled out, especially with the heat and humidity. And this is going to be an endless loop of shower and thunderstorm chances, especially during the heat of the day over the next several days. You can see every time we get into the afternoon, those showers and thunderstorms pop up. So tonight, a few showers and thunderstorms left around. These are going to clear out. 65 for that low. Tomorrow, you're getting highs back close to 90 degrees. It's going to feel like 90, though, once you factor in that humidity. And we're going to see that shower and thunderstorm chance start to develop again right around 2, 3, 4 o'clock. You'll see those clouds getting tall again, just like the past couple of days. And then the thunderstorms try to pop up afterwards. Next several days in the forecast over the next week, temperatures for the most part mid to upper 80s, each and every day humid, each and every day a chance of showers and thunderstorms, especially during the warmer part of the day. And remember, you can get the KDKA weather app. It has an interactive radar. It gives you alerts. It gives you hour-by-hour forecasts and a whole lot more. Just search CBS Pittsburgh in the App Store